Hello, 8th grade orchestra. Here is our assignment for Tuesday. First off, if we go to the orchestra page, also, you can see my face. I know you guys missed that. All right, in the orchestra Schoology page, you go to assignments, and then our distance learning folder for April 6th through April 10th. Sorry, you might be able to hear me making coffee in the background. I haven't changed a bit. Um, Click on this pink folder here, and we have our assignments for April 7th. Oh my gosh, coffee's done. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. All right, so in this folder, you'll see that we have a Sight Reading Factory and Smart Music assignment. And then you can click on this PDF here for more details. Okay, let's pull this guy up. Here we go. Loading document. It's 100%, it should be done, so. All right, great. Sight Reading Factory. Log in to complete the next assignment. Simple as that. Log in. It's 4 measures. Piece of cake. All right, smart music. We're going to work on continuing the dance of Iscariot in smart music. We'll be adding the next section, which is measures 18 through 29. But the assignment that's assigned in smart music will be beginning to measure 29, so you can review what you worked on Monday, as well as work on a new section of this piece. Okay, this is my idea behind this is it's kind of like orchestra rehearsal, right? You work on a targeted section, you do another targeted section, and then you put it in kind of the larger context. Okay. I wrote some notes here for each instrument. So we got violin 1, violin 2, viola, and cello. But I'm also going to kind of go over some notes with you in this video. So I'm now switching to smart music. Here's Dance of Iscariot. I'm going to start with the violin ones. Here we go. Open that up. Sometimes this takes a while. I don't know if smart music is slow on your guys' Chromebooks, but sometimes it's kind of slow on mine. Okay, so the new section, scroll down just a little bit, is 18 to 29. Okay, if you look at the rhythm from the section yesterday, from 7 to 18, and then look at 18 to 29, the rhythm is pretty much the same, but the notes are different. It has you playing in the higher register of your instrument, mostly on the E string. And what this is kind of doing compositionally is the violin twos actually have the part you guys have from 7 to 18 here. And then you guys have this part that kind of plays on top, is kind of a counter melody from above. We call that a descant. So this is kind of a descant part from measure 18 to 29. I don't really anticipate any problems with notes, okay, but make sure we're playing G naturals and all that fun stuff. But these are all kind of notes that we're familiar with. So I don't anticipate too much problems with this. I think actually the 7 to 18 is a little more challenging. Okay. Cool. Moving on to violin twos. Any day now. All right, violin twos. Again, we'll review the beginning, but then scrolling down to measure 18. So as I was saying with the violin one part, if you skipped ahead, that you guys actually have what the violin ones have from, they have it from 7 to 18. You guys have that same part from 18 to 29. So the kind of the melody of the song shifts to you. Okay. One thing that is really important about this melody is the use of D sharp. We're in E harmonic minor, which that D sharp is that 7th scale degree. And so, just like with Danse Macabre, which was also in E harmonic minor, it's kind of that same thing where we have to play with that that raised 7th scale degree. So if I click on here, it shows you that you should be playing that D sharp or E flat. It could also be labeled as an E flat with your low 4th finger. But I think that you guys should actually raise your 3rd finger and then play E natural with your 4th finger. So you don't have to worry about being a quick string crossing between these 3 notes. You can just play this with your raised 3rd finger, the D sharp with your raised 3rd finger, and the E with your 4th finger. And then you keep it all on the A string. Okay. I gave the same note to the violin one since they had this part yesterday's assignment. So just be aware of that. And then also, you guys have a couple slurs that kind of happen throughout. And all of your like pickup-y type things or sections start with up bows. So make sure that you are starting with up bows with your kind of pickup-y sections. Okay. Cool. Moving on now. Here is the viola. Loading. Isn't that just the story of our lives these days, waiting for stuff to load? All right. Violas. You guys have what the violin twos have. So if you've been watching the whole video, you'll the violin ones had a new part, and then the violin twos took over the violin one part, and then violas you take over the violin two part here, and you have these double stop B figures. Backing up into a little bit of yesterday's assignment, it says non-divisi here, so that means that you are supposed to truly play these as double stops. Okay, which is easy when it's just the same notes over and over. But then measure 19, look, your notes change. All of a sudden, you have to lift up your first finger on the A string, and now you're playing A, but with an E on the D string. So you have to keep your finger on the D string. Okay, keep your finger on the D string, but you're bowing both the D and the A, and both need to resonate, but your A string needs to be open. So that's kind of tricky. The best way to work on this is play it slowly and make sure that you can get each double stop to sound, and then put it in the rhythm of the piece. Okay, you'll also know with these steady streams of eighth notes that they're staccatos, so make it nice and light and bouncy. And then towards the end, hey, look, you guys have slurs and all that super fun stuff leading into 29. Okay? All right, moving on to cello. This will be a pretty short part of the video because cello really is pretty much repeated from the section we did yesterday, and the section we're doing today is kind of repeated, which hashtag cello life, right? Okay, you have this chromatic scale thingy. Boom, 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 boom. I think I sang too high on the high B. Sorry, Noah. But then X7, it's kind of the same figure over and over, and then we have a transition four bar phrase leading into 18, and then it goes right back into this chromatic scale. There's a little bit more transition-y stuff here that is new, but most of all, it's kind of the same figure over and over. Okay, so for any of you, whatever instrument part you're playing, please reach out to me if you have questions, and remember that your assignment is from the beginning now all the way up to measure 29. So continuing what we did yesterday and adding a new section. So let me know if you have any questions. Stay healthy. Keep washing those hands. Bye.